Your boy thirsty. Your boy was thirsty. What up, chat? It's 4 o'clock. Let's get it. How y'all feeling today, man? John 3:16. I see you, man. Always first. Smash the like button. T Millie, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. It's not over yet. It's not over yet. Chat, is it just getting started? Yeah, no. When I use this platform, I forget I don't got my soundboard hooked up. Why am I feeling hungry right now? What is going on? OKB. Hey, by the way, OKB is a top 100 coin, and it was up like almost 200% on the day at one point. Like that's absolutely crazy for a top 100 coin. I don't know what the OKB news is, but that is kind of crazy right there. That was kind of crazy. Come on, it's still not. Oh, here we go. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so my bad. My bad, Chad. I was actually building something before I actually started this live stream. I was supposed to start the live stream at 3 p.m. by the way, but I got so locked into what I was actually doing that I forgot I was about to live stream. So I'm here. I'm here. Let's talk about the market. Are we bullish? Is it overheated? Is it overheated? Matter of fact, let's check out those top altcoins and and check out the RSI heat map because we haven't looked at that chart for a while, right? The overbought, the strong, the neutral. I want to look at that chart because it is a little bit overheated on the 4 hour, but I want to look at that chart on the weekly and see what is actually overheated and what is not overheated. So yeah, for anybody that does believe that Ethereum is going to breach all-time highs and enter price discovery, but you don't have any crypto, I really like this website, especially if you're looking for coins that happen to be blue chips or less volatile coins, right? If you're not a degen, cool. Everybody's not a degen, but you can still find some pretty good coins here that's listed on exchanges. Again, you never want to kind of like chase green candles. So, not financial advice, but what I personally like to do is I like to buy stuff that's still oversold, that may not have had that move yet, right? Of course, I'm not personally in that position right now because I'm already allocated in crypto, but I'm just speaking like if I wasn't allocated in crypto, right? I mean, I wouldn't buy something that's overextended or overbought here on the weekly time frame, right? By the way, this is the weekly time frame, right? So some things are a little bit overextended. I see BNB over here. I see Bitcoin a little bit overbought here on the weekly. So yeah, we'll just have to see what Ethereum does. I think everybody's watching ETH right now. We're all waiting for. So what the thing is, we're all looking at ETH, and we're kind of like waiting for ETH to break the all-time high and see how the altcoins react. Because you got kind of like two sides out there. Some people believe that this is a fake rally. Some people believe that this could be the waiting room before we enter altcoin season. So it really just depends on what side of the spectrum you are on. Uh, I guess you could say we breached our green line, but I think we got to breach like what 4,900. What was that? Where did that wick go at right here? Like 48. So we need to like head to 49, 5K comfortably sitting at 5K. And a confirmation candle next week would be absolutely insane, especially when you couple in the aspect or fact that now there what was it, a goddamn 90 no, now it's literally 100% chance that we get a Fed cut, and now it's a 4.1% chance that we get point 0.5, right? Trump went out there as like, man, he need to hit the point 0.5. So I guess like when you think about some of the narratives that can cause this ETH explosion to continue, right? Hey, I'm just saying, like, this is, ain't this what y'all was talking about like 6 months, a year ago, when y'all was telling me really the definition of altcoin season and all this? Okay, we get the Fed cut, Ethereum enters price discovery, and the Bitcoin dominance capitulates below what, 57%, 58%, right? 55%. That's you know what I mean? That's what y'all was saying, right? So at the end of the day, now we look like we about to get what everybody was asking for, and people still like, I don't know, right? So we do have Bitcoin dominance declining. We got Ethereum leading the charge. We know this because of the institutional ETF flows, right? Ethereum ETF seeing 11 consecutive days of inflows, $630 million plus. While Bitcoin, this is the key thing, Bitcoin ETFs experience outflows, right? So now you are literally in real time from an institutional standpoint seeing a altcoin rotation where the BTF outflows are turning into Ethereum inflows, right? Of course, we know some of the strongest narratives are going to be AI, RWAs, DeFi infrastructure. I would say treasury company coins, because there's another narrative that's really, that no one is talking about right now, right? There's another narrative that literally no one is talking about right now. And I said it in my video earlier. It's called the uh I call it the treasury company narrative, right? It's because I'm seeing all of these companies, right? I'm seeing all of these companies that back cryptocurrency. Those are the ones that are doing the best. It's like a institutional rotation or something. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing. So you know what I mean? It is what it is. I got the red lights up because I feel like if I put the red lights up, then we'll just stay green. It's like counterproductive. I ain't want to go full green bullish, so I said, you know what, we're gonna do the red, because we do the red, maybe we still stay green. Nah, I've been seeing some. Look, I've been seeing a little bit of news. Like my scrapers have been pulling news, and I've been seeing people talk about runes, but I'm not really into it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really into runes or ordinals. Like I said, I kind of like just keep it at where, where my focus is personally. So not something that I'm personally looking at right now, but I do believe, you know what I mean, there probably will be opportunities there. It's always opportunities everywhere in crypto. BTC 122,000 is crazy. Who did a burn? Crow did a burn? Yeah, yeah, definitely. So back to what I was saying, that these are kind of like some of the catalysts that we do have, right? Again, macro environment is favorable. Potential Fed cut rates. Multiple altcoins are breaking key resistance. And in the Patreon, I talked about the charts that I'm looking at. I'm looking for those charts that are breaking out or about to break out upon the completion that Ethereum hits an all time high, right? Or price discovery. I think the issue is here is that it still seemed quiet from a retail perspective, right? It just seems like it's really, 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 really quiet right now. So yeah, maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's what it is. You know what I mean? Because it's just like the interest just isn't there yet, right? It's the past 5 years. Like we had the interest coming in back in July, and then it just fell off the bat. Once everybody, I guess everybody got rug pulled or some shit. Like the interest just fell off the map. So, which is why there's still opportunity for initial entries if you're looking to find those spots in the altcoin sector. Like we're not in altcoin season. Like we're not there yet. Like we are very close. We're literally like we're literally going down the tunnel and we can see the light at the end of the tunnel. We know the light at the end of the tunnel is there. We see it. We just ain't there yet. We almost to the light at the end of the tunnel. We just ain't there yet. So, of course, we need a few more things to happen, and maybe those things do happen. But I'm excited, and I told you guys exactly what I was looking at from a TA perspective on exiting the market as well. So I'm gonna keep it real. Wow, Bitcoin is about to do an all-time high. Can Bitcoin and ETH both do an all-time high? Can, oh, bro, should I keep the lights red? Is that why crypto is pumping right now? Or should I turn them? Should I turn them like bluish or green? Or should I keep them red? We're gonna keep them red. OKB did a burn. I don't even know what they got going on, right? OKB. I don't even know what they got going on. But yeah, it's still quiet, man. Why y'all so motherfucking quiet? Y'all need to get like wake up. Keep the red eye. I'm gonna keep the red. 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 That keep the market pumping. All right, so here we are. Ethereum 4,700. We need a confirmation candle above this green line. Will we get well above this green line by the end of the week and print one next week? Only time will tell, man. What is going to be the catalyst? President Trump said that he thinks Jay Powell should cut the rates by 0.5. That's what he said. So here's a what they call this, the ETH 2016 2017 fractal, right? This is a prediction that Ethereum can hit 30. I think it's way too many coins now. Like this would be kind of cute. Like, yeah, we could do this, but like we got so much coins now, man. I mean, but we don't know, bro. All this money. Think about it. I think I made a post on my page about how many companies, and make sure you go follow me, Altcoin Millie, man. I post crazy Tao videos. Don't mind me, guys. I just be in the zone. But I want to show you guys a post here. Actually, see if I can actually find it. All right, so yeah, this is what I want to show you guys, right? So Bitcoin has 110 plus treasury companies. ETH only has 10. And ETH is gaining some of the same institutional interest, right, as Bitcoin. When you look at the rotation with the ETF flows. So like, who's to say ETH can't do nothing crazy, man? It doesn't even have like Bitcoin got so much more treasury companies. It's crazy that you can even compare this, right? I also talked about how Tao is the lowest market cap with treasury companies, which is actually crazy when you think about Sol, XRP, BNB, when you just the potential there, while having similar tokenomics than BTC, arguably maybe better. It's just crazy. It's just crazy, man. We honestly don't know how massive an altcoin season could possibly be if we have one. We honestly just don't know. We honestly just don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what y'all think. I just think it's crazy, right? We got 28 people. Yeah, Bitcoin hit an all-time high. Salute, bro. I'm going to put on BTC since BTC is cooking. Bitcoin hit an all-time high while the Bitcoin dominance was going down. Ain't that crazy? And look at this inverted head and shoulder, bro. I called it like textbook. The only thing that kept me bullish in the midst of this, guys, is I'm telling you, the ultimate RSI. It's beautiful. It's like one of them. Like don't steal my sauce. See, that's why you always got to come with new sauce, man. You know what I'm saying? But that was textbook. It's what the doctor ordered. All right, and now we're kind of like we're on pace for that, October peak somewhere, right? We're actually on pace now. So now, if everything starts running now, I don't know, man. Do we get a correction in Q? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if everything starts running now, at some point we got to correct. When is that correction going to be? And is that going to be like the, no, it really just depends if Bitcoin breaks the pi cycle top. Let me see if I can actually pull that up there. Pi cycle top indicator. Let me see if I can actually find it here for you guys. Yo, that's crazy. Where are we at? Pi cycle top indicator. All right, let's see where we at. All right, where did we cross it last time? We crossed it here in 2020 to 2021 where it topped out. Topped out. Have we crossed both lines yet? I can't even fucking see this shit, man. This is a stupid chart. All right, bro. Can I like please go all the way over? I'm trying to see. We broke it right there in March 2024. That's why some people was calling that the top right there, right? I mean, but did we comfortably break it and stay above it? I mean, would you call that a break? Yeah, that was a little bit of a break right there. I guess. But like every other bull cycle, you can see like we clearly was like hanging above it, right? We clearly hung above it, and we kind of like haven't done that yet, right? We like peaked above it in March 2024, right when Bitcoin right, what was that, right around the halving cycle, March 2024, or a little, but like we ain't really break it and stay above it like every other cycle. So it's gonna be interesting, man. And it's like we're not even near the green line here, and Bitcoin is at 122. So like, how high is Bitcoin gonna go? Right? Is it gonna go to 150? Is it gonna go to 130? Is it gonna go to 200? I mean, who knows? Let me know in the chat. Now we need ETH to do it same day type shit. Yeah, I mean that's what it's looking like. Really, we need. Might as well get ready because all season is full fledged. This stream gonna be back, bro. I can't wait, bro. I can't wait. I got us running on everything right now, man. We on YouTube, Twitch, X, Kick. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait, bro. You know what I'm saying? I just hope that it's a good window of an alt season so retail can actually get a full experience, man. And everybody that's been waiting for it, that's been watching these videos, that's been tuning in, locked in, showing up the crypto each and every day, y'all deserve it too. I just hope that it's a nice, good window where a lot of people can compound their capital, man, and really change lives, change their people's lives, or whatever your goals, dreams, and aspirations may be. You know what I'm saying? I just hope everybody get a nice, good window because I believe we deserve it. We've been going hard. We show up each and every day. You know what I mean? And honestly, I say this all the time. The race is not given to the swift or the strong, but the one that can endure. You know what I mean? And most people that's still here, everybody's been enduring, right? I see a lot of I am selling in September. I know a lot of people are kind of like listening to Ben Cowan because people think that Ben Cowan has been right the entire cycle, and it's fair. I get it. I get it. The assessment, right? If you are more of a degen like myself, then that's different, right? That's gambling. That's the crypto altcoin market. So I'm not even going to compare the two, but I have been seeing that a lot on crypto Twitter that everybody's talking about they're going to sell in September because of a statement that he personally made. Usually when everybody do the same thing, crypto or just risk assets tend to do the opposite. So I would be a little bit careful for that because I'm seeing everybody say like, "Oh, I'm selling in September." New high can't early cycle and the top will be early now too, so I'm out. That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. I wouldn't even say that's not fair because we are definitely in uncharted territory, right? We never had a Bitcoin high before the halving cycle, so that is a fair assessment. What's a good liquidity pool to use for tau yield? I think most people, I think most people are adding liquidity utilizing subnet 10, which is tau-fi or sturdy. So I would do my research on subnet 10 sturdy, aka tau-fi, and see how you could possibly add liquidity and earn a passive income. Oh man, you got me smiling right now. I appreciate that wise mind, man. I appreciate that. Hey, like I said, this is just a journey, bruh. This is just a journey, and I'm sharing my experience. And as we learn along the way, we kind of like can draw off each other's energy. I'm a big energy person, and I truly believe you can never have enough knowledge. See, most people they cap themselves because they feel like they may have got a successful or something, or they made it or whatever, and they stop seeking knowledge. I feel like you can never stop seeking knowledge. You have to continue to sharpen your sword. We might get the flip and still not see alt season until October. Yeah, that's fair. You know what I mean? I'm not saying altcoin season is going to happen tomorrow. I literally have a altcoin season radar, should I say? So at the end of the day, I'm looking for a few things to happen. I told y'all what I'm looking for to happen, right? BTC to explode. We have that. Ethereum to enter price discovery. We're one step away from that. The Fed to hint at any type of easing or the end of QT. We're headed into that area, right? And Bitcoin dominance capitulated below 55%, right? We're almost there. So like everything is being checked off the list, but the last and most important part of the list is actually retail coming back, right? Is retail going to truly come back? Because at the end of the day, the institutions are buying it. They're buying, bro. They're buying crypto company. They're buying cryptos. This is why we have so many treasury companies now. We would have never had treasure companies in the other cycles because every altcoin was a fucking scam outside of Bitcoin. Now everything is getting treasury companies. We got crypto ETFs. We got mining companies. I just was hearing about some company buying a whole bunch of Dogecoin. Like it's literally happening each and every day. No problem, Kyle. You said you're scared. Don't be scared, man. Have confidence. I'm selling on September just from previous cycle. If you runs after that, I may just leverage. Yeah, I mean, like I said, when everybody say they're gonna do the same thing, I tend to do the opposite. Not saying that's a bad strategy. It's just like I'm usually when you see everybody saying that, then that's when the opposite happens. Thanks, Billy. You have helped me a lot. I appreciate that, man. Y'all help me some days when I'm, challenged to, to come up here and speak and talk to a camera. You know what I'm saying? 4 trillion finally. Yeah, I think the total cryptocurrency market cap is in price discovery. So there you have it. This is why you just stay grounded. You know what I mean? You don't get too high and moon boyish, and then you don't get too down and doomer. You just stay balanced. You know what I mean? Very simple. As long as the total cryptocurrency market cap, the total three, all the major shit, as long as it's above this orange line, with my ultimate RSI, I will be riding it out. I don't have a specific, oh, I'm getting out in September. I'm looking at the charts, I'm looking at TA, and I'm looking at my technicals. And I trust my strategy, I trust my technicals to be able to get out when I need to get out. I'm not getting out at a specific date. I'm getting out when I get a specific signal. And that's how I view it because I trust my research and I trust my signals. So everybody has their thing. Me personally, I'm trusting my signals. My signals have been holding me down for a full year now. I trust and believe the signal won't let me down to exit the market. We got 38 people in here, man. Make sure that you like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and keep your favorite crypto and door-to-door entrepreneur inside the algorithm. Appreciate you guys. But more ZBCN this Friday. I think ZBCN is one of those projects that's overextended, so you will get an opportunity to buy the dip, right? You will get an opportunity to buy the dip. It's a little hot. It's a little hot, but that's a good thing because it's a fundamentally strong project, and fundamentally strong projects, when they have corrections, pick up new buyers and DCA, investors. It's not always a bad thing when things correct. It's healthy. Retail here, they buying in different ways. Uh, I'm looking at the metric. I'm looking at the metric. So, like I said, I'm like Jerome Powell. I go off the data. And I've been in a previous cycle where I kind of have an understanding how it feels for retail to be here. Um, the rankings on the apps don't even say that retail is here. That's not even that's just a crazy statement, Delvin. I can't even agree with that at all. Retail is nowhere near here, bro. Retail is nowhere near here. If you think this is retail here, I don't even know what to tell you, bro. 100 zero or to 10K that SRO. Salute to J man. What do you think of Sorrows is only up like Cash 2023? I don't. I mean, like I said, I don't really. I haven't really done any research on that. I know a lot of people it's one of those projects that them new projects that got a lot of early investors, so it's not something that I've really gotten into yet. I ain't trying to get scammed like last cycle. They doing it safe way, buying stocks in these treasury companies, and that was I just stated that that's like a new narrative, and that narrative is going to open up opportunities for any company that has treasury companies behind it, which I just stated here. You can literally go look at the performance of some of these tokens that have these treasury companies. Is literally becoming a narrative in a niche, which you just confirmed, right? Coming on the stream, and the first thing you say is retail is buying crypto stocks. Retail is buying crypto stocks. Um, I just don't agree that retail is here. I just this I just something I can't agree with. Uh, yeah, troll coin has been crazy, man. A lot of traders right now dominating trading and keeping a lot of the crypto space in a small range because of scalps and have to blow through leverage traders to fly. Well, you gotta understand when the reason that tokens fly when they hit price discovery is because shorters can't see information on the chart, right? They can't see, you know what I mean? It's like it's in uncharted territory, right? So that's why you get a lot of people that start longing a token when it enters price discovery, right? Because it's no information on the chart. It's like entering a place you've never been and you're trying to find where you're going at, right? So at the end of the day, a lot of these charts, I don't know, like I said, I'm not really I'm just like this, bro. But I've noticed that people just seem like they just too bearish. People just too bearish, and that's what I'm saying. When I see people too bearish, that's when crypto catch people off guard. And the shit that is happening right now is unprecedented. President, like we've never seen this type of shit. We've never seen 401k YouTube ads telling you like, hey, you can now purchase crypto with your 401k. And when you purchase crypto with your 401k, we automatically take your taxes out on the initial entry, and we automatically take your taxes out when you sell. So now this is giving access to people who don't understand how to use wallets, right? Or none of that shit to actually purchase cryptocurrency. So like most of these companies weren't available last cycle. It didn't matter if they were available last cycle because at the end of the day, they weren't going to make that decision because they was going to talk to their lawyer and their lawyer was going to tell them, hell fucking no. Don't do that. Don't do that. Their lawyer was going to tell them, hell no, bro. Like the whole system was totally against crypto. This shit is pro crypto now. So yeah, those a lot of companies wanted to do what they're doing now. That's why as soon as the green light happened, everybody jumped on it. They already had their blueprints. They already had the green light. They just talked to their lawyers and they was like, hell fucking no. Did you see what happened to Arthur Hayes, like they, you know what I'm saying? Like that shit was just a no-go. Now you got the green light. The SEC is pro crypto. You know what I mean? No, but you got to understand what I'm saying, bro. You got to understand what I'm saying. The reason that retail, you just said retail is buying these stocks, but I'm telling you, these stocks weren't available because these companies weren't going to do that last cycle. They weren't going to do that last cycle. When the ETF approval rating was about to get approved, literally 2 weeks, 3 weeks before it was about to get approved, it was like a 25% chance that it happened. Basically, what I'm saying, when people seen that it was a pretty much a given that Trump was going to be in office, all of that shit started getting pushed through. All of it started getting to push through. I remember because I was here. No one thought we was going to get fucking Bitcoin ETFs. Like it was like a 20-35% chance of happening up to the last 3 days. And then it shot up to a 75% chance of happening up to the last 3 days. Everybody was like, whoa, that's crazy. Literally everybody was like, bro, we not getting no ETF. Then the last fucking week, the poly market and all that shit shot up 75% out of nowhere. Out of nowhere. Before getting that green light, we would have never had none of these companies doing none of that besides only with Bitcoin. Only with Bitcoin. They wasn't, that's why you see, if you look at the list, Bitcoin got 110 companies. ETH only got 10. What that tell you? Nobody was fucking with altcoins, bro. Nobody. Not Wall Street, not suits and ties. They wasn't fucking with that shit. Now, it's a different story. Now it's a different story. Literally, BDNB founder went to fucking prison. What are we talking about? Like, retail isn't here. No way retail is here. Like, this ain't no retail. Retail, bro, what are you talking about? Degens ain't fucking buying stocks. They're not buying stocks. They're not going to load up Robinhood and buying a stock, bro. Hell no. Hell no. Nobody I know trading that I know give a fuck about stocks at all. Nobody. I'm not saying stocks is bad, but it's like you got to understand it's a new. These people think different in crypto. They trying to get fast money. They don't care about no stocks, bro, at all. Jay Powell is the key to success. We need old bags of bones to come through in September. Yeah, final boss, right? I agree. Trump should wait until at least Q1 or Q2 for the tariffs so everybody can have their bag about that. Well, he keeps extending them. So, and he keeps extending them, and then he keeps attacking Jay Powell. Right? He came out and said, Jay Powell need to be investigated. He keeps doing that, bro. Like Trump is funny as hell. Nah, I'm just trying to tell y'all, bro. Like. You gotta be, bro. Retail ain't here. Yeah, retail ain't here. Not yet. Not yet. We got a little feeling how it felt when retail was here, right? When Trump dropped that meme coin, right? Right around that window when Trump dropped that meme coin and a whole bunch of crazy shit was happening in crypto. When you start seeing a whole bunch of crazy shit happening in crypto, FOMO type weird shit, and those app rankings are top 5 in app stores, that's when you know retail is here, buddy. We ain't even, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody even hitting you up asking you about crypto right now, bro. We just chilling. Everybody think like this about to be the top. Everybody think this about to be the top and we about to crash, bro. Everybody's scared right now. They like, oh man, I don't know. This might be the top. They scared. You know what I'm saying? They don't know the definition of altcoin season. They scared right now. They like, I don't know about that. Trump probably needs to cut to offset the tariffs. Like, well, he needs to keep pushing them out. I don't know what Trump is doing, man. But we can't say that he hasn't been executing. I don't know what Trump is doing, but we can't say he hasn't been executing. So whatever, you know what I'm saying? Whatever he do, man. At the end of the day, We need quantitative tightening to end. And will it end? Who knows? You think news going straight in memes again? Well, noobs literally don't necessarily go straight in memes. They buy exchange coins first, right? It's kind of like when I do those videos where I'm talking to random people and like everybody is saying they know about XRP. That's that they tend to go around coins like that, right? Like they'll buy exchange coins first. And then once people start making money with exchange coins, and a rotation starts happening into the others chart, that's when you see them learning how to do stuff on chain. But normally it hits the exchanges first. That's why a lot of people play the strategy, right? They buy all the low caps up on the exchanges in the meme sector. They'll buy all the low caps. You know, you want something that's listed on Robinhood, crypto.com, and Coinbase, the triple three, right? You know what I mean? You chuck a good little, not financial advice, but you chuck a good little capital into a solid 200, $300 million runner that's listed on the top three exchanges but hasn't had a run yet. If some shit like Pepe start running on Robinhood, Shiba Inu start running, and people feel like they missed that pump, they're gonna buy the other coins that has the lower market caps. So normally, from what I've seen, you'll start to see an uptick on people like the exchange tokens. You know what I mean? There's a whole fucking cult of people that believe you should only buy tokens that's listed on exchanges. There's a whole cult of people that own like they look, they got literally messiahs out here that preach only buy cryptos that's listed on exchanges. They got literally messiahs that preach this shit, dog. So it's like that's why I say it's like so many opportunities, so many narratives. You miss one, you might be able to hit at a different one. Last cycle, everyone held Dogecoin. People not even into crypto because of Robinhood. We are not in alt cycle until we see. That's all I'm saying. G7, G7. That's all I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. G7. You're confirming my thesis, bro. Like that's what I'm saying. When you see people loading up their Robinhood to buy crypto, when we already know we in crypto that Robinhood. Who buys crypto on Robinhood when you in crypto? We ain't gonna fucking buy no crypto on Robinhood. But they don't know, right? When you see that Robinhood app popping for crypto, that perfect example, G7. Perfect example. Why are you crying, 3D ski? What's going on? Why are you crying, bro? No, I don't look, chat. I don't know shit, bro. I don't know nothing about crypto. I just been here for like a couple years or 3 years, 4 years, whatever. I just been here. But I don't know nothing. I'm still learning something new every day. So like it's all just like I'm listening to you. I'm just giving my personal opinion. It's not personal. I actually don't know shit about crypto. I just come up here to entertain y'all to keep crypto interesting. So don't mind me. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. I had a good workout at the gym, by the way. Did you? I had a good workout at the gym, by the way. I ate good after the gym. You know what I'm saying? Some broccoli and chicken breasts. I'm feeling good. I feel like we're not there yet, guys, but we got a shot. I told y'all about what type of setups that I'm looking for. Um, so like I can pretty much give setups for like any ecosystem, right? If you only doing base coins, I'm looking for base coins that have Jesse. I believe Jesse. Who's the Jesse guy? The Jesse guy. What does he do? He's the creator of base, right? So I'm looking for those base coins that have Jesse's interest. I've noticed that usually when he has an interest in a token, it pumps. Kind of like we're seeing from creator coin. So I track a few wallets. I follow things that's going in the base system. I think base gonna have some pretty good coins at it, but it's gonna be coins in every ecosystem. You gotta necessarily focus on base. As far as Ethereum, I like meme coins that have cult communities that, but just haven't had that move yet. For example, something like Jesus Coin, right? Jesus Coin, Land Wolf, right? We seen some moves from Pepe, and when we seen Pepe move a little bit, we'll see like the derivatives within the boys club move, right? So technically, I'm looking at the same tokens, right? Uh, I follow the Wealth Group, right? They're really big on ERC20 tokens like Palm, Liquid, AVM, Autos, Gradients. You know, I have a full watch list here. Kita, Elon. You know what I mean? I'm following Elon and waiting for confirmation on Elon as well. I think there's a good rotation opportunity there. Um, you know, so you know what I mean? Like I said, always having your setup on point. I can go to BitTensor and show you subnets that I'm looking at. You feel me? Or invested in, right? Because I'm really invested into, you know, a few subnets. But at the end of the day, just making sure that your setup is nice, clean, you know what I mean? And you know what you're exactly looking for, right? I know what I'm looking for. I'm looking for AI coins, RWA coins, and memes. And speaking on that, I need to add Relio to my list here because that's one of the RWA coins that I probably will do a upon confirmation, right? And guys, like I said, this is Rio here, right? I think that there's going to be a huge move for RWA tokens. But you can see the type of charts I'm looking for, right? I'm looking for charts that's showing me huge accumulation, and I'm waiting for confirmation, right? And it has to be in a narrative or niche that takes up a lot of mind share and capital, like the RWA narrative. So with that being said, there's going to be a lot of charts that hasn't had that move. You don't want it's really easy to spot them if you're locked in, but if you're already holding, what I would just say is just corrections happen, but always have some idea how you plan on exiting these tokens, right? Let me add Rio to my watch list here. Okay, yeah, because I like RWA tokens, right? And at some point there'll be a rotation in gaming tokens, but I'll start to see stuff like that heat up because when you're tracking these wallets and you're tracking these trends like the Twitter trackers and the scanners and stuff like that, you start to see niches and narratives heat up so you can spot them. So I told you guys I really believe that the gaming narrative has a chance maybe sometime in 2026 as a bubble, right? Meaning people will pump and dump the narrative. It'll be a pump and dump narrative because Grok Imagine is rolling out this coding platform where you can do no code and low code and code games, right? And this is Elon rolling this out. So that's a cross between AI and gaming. And then in GTA will be coming out sometime in 2026. So I think gaming also has two catalysts that can really create a bubble. And when I say a bubble, that's a pump and a dump. It's not going to be something you want to hold. It's going to be a bubble where everybody rushes to the game sector. You make as much money as you can and you get the fuck out, right? Most YouTubers ain't going to tell you this, right? There's always a bubble, right? And it's up to you or if you can, find that bubble or be a part of it or at least spot it so you know how to spot the next one. Sometimes experience is the best teacher. You got to miss something to be able to find something else. You know what I mean? It's just so much things in crypto. You just want to make it as easy as possible for you. And I think just having good scrapers and good scanners really does help you out because you can't do everything on your own. It's impossible to do everything on your own in crypto. Let's see here. He's in live. I'm working out tomorrow. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Yeah, I seen Momo like it dumped 40%, then it pumped back up 60%. I was like, wow. What's my top three soul memes for this cycle? Do you think ETH soul base memes will outperform? It all comes down to the ETH dominance in the ETH BTC chart. If ETH has the most dominance and ETH BTC chart is going up, then Ethereum meme coins will be the ones that perform first, right? But you're kind of like seeing the rotation from Ethereum to Solana set up. As Ethereum goes up, you kind of see Solana trade sideways, but you hear about people say, okay, Ethereum is moving, right? Solana is also a good trade. So you want to pay. I like to pay attention to Sol dominance in the Sol BTC chart, and for base memes, that kind of like aligns with the ETH narrative, right? When you see the ERC, 20 tokens doing well, it's a good chance that the base tokens will do well as well. Robinhood and with the crypto. Um, million aunt season. We gotta do 24-hour stream. Everybody's been asking me that. Um, is everybody first time here? Also interest. Thanks, Millie, for keeping it real about the Ponzi bubbles. These YouTube clowns still talking about crypto being real. Nah, bro, you gotta just keep it real for what it is, man. Delvin, I don't know what you're talking about, bro. Like you just you now you're coming in and you're scooping up like a institutional. You're mixing institutional and retail, bro. I don't know what you're talking about, bro. Has Robinhood been in the top 5 apps anytime this year? Answer that question. If it has, then maybe retail is. If it hasn't, retail hasn't been here, bro. It's really that simple, right? It's really that simple. I don't know what the hell you talking about, bro. Momo, now it's time to buy. Or is that great info? Oh, what's up, Wellen? Opinion, what has happened to that subnet summer going holding since Feb and been up, but it's been tough. I don't know. I've been making some pretty good towel in detail. There's really some really good Telegram groups with detail. I think what helps me is I have an understanding of the tokens, or should I say the subnets that generate revenue. But my experience with detail hasn't been bad. I can't speak for anybody else's. I can only speak for my experience. I personally have been losing towel. I have been making towel, right? I've been making towel. So I can't speak for somebody that's been losing towel, right? I can only share my experience. It hasn't been a bad experience for me. So it is what it is. You know, it's always going to be mixed signals out there. I can't change anyone's opinion outside of my own, but I can tell you the subnets that I'm drawn to are the ones that are retail friendly, normie friendly, and generate revenue, right? I like Dippy because they generate revenue and it's retail friendly. They have a utility and use case that transcends crypto when you think about AI companions. Bitcast is a subnet that I personally mine. They do marketing, right? They marketing transcends crypto. They generate revenue from marketing throughout subnets, right? This is why you see that a lot of their miners hold and don't sell. So what I personally pay attention to is buys and sells. I want subnets that buying volume outweighs the selling volume, because if the selling value outweighs the buying volume, it doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad subnet, right? Because owners, miners, they sell whatever, they reinvest back into the actual project, right, to make it better, to generate more revenue. So there's nothing wrong with that. But what I'm saying is that when miners don't sell, it tells me that miners believe in what's being built. You know, I don't like to be part of subnets, investing in subnets where the miners, as soon as they get their reward, they instantly dump. I like to be part of subnets where the miners hold, because that tells me they believe in what's being built. And that's just my thesis. We got 50 people up here. Make sure that you like and subscribe. Appreciate you, Willing. Pingu versus Bunk. What you think can outperform? That's a tough one, man. But I would have to go with Pingu just because the devs is docs. They're transparent, and I mean they're in the states. There's been talks about like ETFs and shit for Pingu. Like Pingu is like respected, not just in crypto, but maybe you could say is respected by Wall Street. So their brand, it transcends crypto. Bonk is like capped right now because they're a launch pad, right? And at the end of the day, they turn into a launch pad, right? But they haven't transitioned. Like Pump is transitioning into a streaming platform. At some point, Bonk is going to have to transition. But what is it going to transition to? Right? You can already see the volume on Bonk decreasing, right? The hype is dying down over there on Bonk. In fact, if you're in the trenches, you probably been only buying Pump Fund coins or Bags coins, because Bags is kind of like an artist launchpad that allows you to send residuals to the actual creators through something as small as a tweet. So like Bags has created a launch pad that protects creators' IP. Like literally, Matt, like the Matt Ferry had, I got with the whole Pepe shit. Matt Ferry asked like Pepe, like what's up? They had to send him a bag, right? But the Pepe coin that got launched on bags had residuals and royalties already connected to Matt Perry from day one. So like the launch pad competition is crazy right now, and Pingu ain't got to worry about that. So I like Pingu versus Bunk if I had to pick one. Not to say either or. I like the big league. Those charts just look terrible from a charting perspective, and Eco not really taking part in it. Yeah, well, like I said, I tell people this all the time, and I think I said this in one of my videos. You don't have to hold anything in detail, right? You could just hold Tau. Like you literally don't have to hold anything in detail. You can just hold Tau. You don't have to hold detail. I think detail is still in a infant stage, but there is a lot of competitive, really, well, companies that can compete with Web2 companies in the future, right? As they continue to build, like Choots, for example. I was showing something I built on X, workflow, right? I built a agentic workflow using N8 on X, and some of the APIs that I connected were Choots. If I use OpenAI's API, if I use X's API, it would have cost me far more than it cost me from using Choots, just for example. So I personally know that there's a competitive advantage using decentralized AI opposed to using centralized AI. I think for me, the reason my thesis and my resolve is so strong is because I actually build things in AI. So I understand that AI will never reach its true potential without being decentralized, right? Centralized AI will always be capped, and decentralized AI puts the power back into the normal person hands, gives the normal person at least an opportunity, and I'm all for that. I'm all for that. So that's just how I feel about just AI in general. Pingu got a, yeah. They said Pingu is like the Disney, right? The Disney of crypto. That's crazy for them to say Pingu could possibly be the Disney of crypto. You know what I mean? I don't know, bro. Like I've been mining Bitcast since a $700,000 market cap, and it's at a $3 million market cap. So you can just imagine my mining experience. You know what I mean? Like I got into Const subnet 120 had a $67,000 market cap, and I think it's like 3 or 4 million. Another example, I got into Dippy at a very small market. Well, not a very small market, but a little bit late, but it's been going up since then. I got into MetaHash early. I got into a lot of this shit early, bro. And I don't and it's not because I know anybody in Tao. I'm just at my fucking computer 12 to 16 hours a day. And I got groups in front of me. I got this in front of me. I'm seeing all these damn tweets in front of me. So you're bound to click a tweet and be like, oh, that's interesting. Let me do some research and go down that rabbit hole or go down that rabbit hole. So you're just bound to run into opportunities. There's nothing special that I'm personally doing. I just have time to do this shit. It just is what it is. Pingu has as many VC money farmers as H bar. You think the H bar council is a VC? That's one thing I do like about BitTensor is that they don't have that VC problem, right? Outside of the Yuma Group and Barry Silver, but those guys is billionaires. They good, but like I don't know, man. What happened to like the bullish sentiment behind the Hedera Council, right? It was very bullish at one point. It's so quiet over there. All the BTC, all the high 300 more, 300 away from BTC all time high. Oh yeah, man. I guess we just did like a little bit of a Q&A. We got a little bit of a Q&A going there, but salute to the Tao community. They've been going crazy. Also, we got in the Tao around $75. So been around the project for a while, right? I thought at the time I wanted to get Tau and Quant for under $100, right? Quant didn't do as well, right? But Tau did. So at that point, I would have just bought all of the Tau at that point instead of like splitting the initial investment into Quant, QNT. Bitcoin 122,000, man. I want to see ETH. Maybe the whales do it. Maybe the whales do it. Maybe the whales say, "Hey, we're gonna push ETH and Bitcoin to an all-time high on the same fucking day." There should be a bet on Polymarket right now. Will Bitcoin and ETH hit an all-time high on the same fucking day? Because that would be legendary for crypto. I would love to see it. That would be legendary for crypto. Man, you know what? I wish crypto just ripped the fucking 200,000 and all the people doubting it. I just wish it. They just bro. I wish crypto just. I wish Bitcoin just ripped the fucking 220,000. I wish Ethereum just ripped to 15K on these motherfuckers. I want Bitcoin and Ethereum to just blow people minds off, bro. Like people need it. People just need to something that's just gonna release them from that poster drip. They just need to see some unbelievable shit. Like we've been so suppressed for so long. Like crypto just need to do some unfucking believable shit so people can believe again, bro. Because I'm just so sick of the pessimistic and the negativity and the toxicity. I'm getting so tired of that shit, bro. I've been going through that shit for 2 years, bro. I'm tired of it. I just need crypto to do some crazy shit to just whoop they ass, crypto. That's what I need to happen, bro. Some unstoppable shit. That's right, guy. Unfucking stoppable, bro. We need it. We need it, man. We need it, bro. We need it. My bad, chat. And one rant a stream. One rant a stream. You know how I'm coming. One rant before we close the stream. Nah, they not gonna pump. Ain't nothing gonna pump, bro. It's over with. Nothing is gonna pump Hall of Fame. It's never gonna pump. It's never gonna pump, bro. It's never gonna pump. Tau didn't come from $75 to $400. It didn't even do that shit. It just never happened. It didn't happen. ETH didn't come from 900 to 4,800. That never happened either. Bitcoin never went from 15K to $123,000. That shit never happened, bro. It never happened. I guess it never happened. And none of that never happened. It just never happened. We going by the day. So that shit never happened. It's checked in, chalked in. No pumps ever happen in fucking crypto. I get it. We never fucking pump, bro. We never pump. Go, bro. I'm so sick of it, bro. I'm so sick of it, bro. It's like people keep saying we never pump, but I just watched the whole 2 years of pumpage. I'm so sick of the pessimistic and the toxicity, man. I'm tired, boss. I need some optimism, some hopium. All of it. Y'all know I'm trolling, bro. I'm just an entertainer. Y'all know when I be on my serious shit and when I be trolling. Thank you. I appreciate y'all for letting me troll, and you already know. All right, so it's been 1 hour. I love y'all. Before this stream turn and go the opposite direction, we're gonna close it on a positive note. Appreciate everybody that did show up to the stream. Make sure that you like, subscribe on YouTube, Kick, X, Twitch. Follow me on all streams and even TikTok. It's an always crypto or altcoin Millie. Just follow me on all of these, man. We're gonna keep it coming. I've been consistent, y'all. I've been coming each and every day consistent, man. ETH was just 1,300. Oh man, I know, bro. No, that shit never happened. G7, nothing never happens, bro. Pendle never pumped. Nothing, none of that shit never pumped, bro. Pepe never was created. None of that never happened. We just been all bearish and down for our whole entire life, existence. We never go up. It never happens. It never happens. So since it never happens, we gonna leave it at that. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I'm just out, guys. Everything's okay. Nothing. We chilling. Please don't get upset with me. We chilling. I want everybody to enjoy the rest of your Wednesday, wonderful Wednesday. Remember, Wednesday sets the tone for the rest of your week, right? It's called Hump Day for a reason, guys. You know what I'm saying? Go out, touch some grass, get some, fun. Do something, right? Tell a loved one you love them. Stay hydrated, and yeah, we're not there yet. We're almost there, but it's good to know that we're almost there. It's good to know, right? We can't confirm anything. Nothing's confirmed yet, right? We know the big bad boss is Fed Powell. We got to overcome that, right? We need the Bitcoin dominance to go down a little bit, and we need ETH to print a confirmation candle in price discovery, right? We get those 3 or 4 things. It could look nice for a lot of people altcoin bags in the next 60 to 90 days. Anyways, appreciate y'all, wise why. Hey, how do you feel about Iceland? I never heard of it. Iceland on ETH. I never heard of that, bro. You heard the 9K of it? Whew. Good luck. Never heard of that. And appreciate everybody that did show up. All right. It's your boy Crypto Millie. I'm out.